Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen visited 3 European capitals on Tuesday, days after US President Donald Trump reiterated his interest in acquiring Greenland. Over the space of a day, Frederiksen met with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz in Berlin, French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris, and NATO leader Mark Rutte in Brussels. All of the leaders were said to have discussed issues including Ukraine and hybrid Russian attacks in the Baltic Sea. The Danish PM whirlwind trip also betrayed the nervousness felt in Denmark over the Trump's repeated comments. The Arctic island of Greenland is an autonomous Danish dependent territory. However, Trump has repeatedly signaled that he wants the US to acquire it for national security reasons and refused to rule out using military or economic force to do so. "I think we are going to have it," he said on Saturday. Greenland Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen, who has pushed for independence from Denmark, insisted last week that Greenlanders don't want to be Americans. At a news conference held by Frederiksen and Scholz after their meeting on Tuesday morning, neither leader directly mentioned Greenland or Trump, but when discussing the need to respect borders and not violate them by force as Russia did in Ukraine, Scholz emphasized that the concept applied to everyone and added in English, "to whom it may concern." In Paris, Frederiksen told reporters she had received a great deal of support from her European allies and that there was very clear message that of course there must be respect for territory and the sovereignty of states. And during her final stop in Brussels, Frederiksen said she had no reason to believe that there is any military threat to Greenland or Denmark. She reiterated that she still sees US as Denmark's closest ally, but when asked about the relationship between Europe and Trump, she replied, "I think everyone in Europe can see that it will be a different and collaboration of unions now." Frederiksen and Rutte agreed that allies needed to focus on strengthening defenses in the Arctic, Reuters reported, quoting a source. Also, while Frederiksen avoided mentioning the Greenlanders issue directly, her foreign minister Lars Løkke told reporters that Trump would not have Greenland. "The Greenlandic people are a people also in a sense of international law," Løkke said. When asked whether Trump would need to invade Greenland to get it, Løkke said that he would not give instruction for how long the Trump should get something that he should not have, the Danish media reported. In a press release issued earlier this week, the foreign ministry said Løkke had spoken to US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and the two had decided to discuss Arctic security between the US, Denmark and Greenland at a later date. Danish opposition MP Rasmus Jarlov told the BBC that he thought all Americans have heard Denmark say no, but apparently a lot of people in the US think that the Greenlanders want to be Americans or that they can be brought to agree to it. He added, "Many Greenlanders dream of independence from Denmark, but if that happens, it is not with an intention of becoming American after independence. It will never be American."